In today's video, we're going to talk about some of my personal favorite iPhone filmmaking accessories for the iPhone 16 Pro. All of these products are from the company Freewell. I'm going to walk you through all of the different things that I'm using when I'm filming more professionally, and maybe you'll find a couple of tools here and there that you want to add to your toolkit. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, I'm super excited to have you. It's been a while since we did a video like this and I'm super excited for this one. Today, as I mentioned, we're gonna talk about some of my personal favorite accessories for the iPhone 16 Pro. And when it comes to, filming with my smartphone, usually like most of the time, I'm filming with my smartphone because I'm not carrying my professional cameras. And this means that I'm just using my smartphone for these scenarios. But when I want to capture some more professional videos and I know that I want to have a specific look, for example, an anamorphic look, then I'm taking these things with me on the go, and I'll just walk you through a couple of these things from the company Freewell. So the first thing that I think is really cool is this case right here. Yeah, this is a very nice case that you can just use to put your iPhone in. First up, it fits perfectly fine, so there's like no wobbling around or anything like this. Also, like when it comes to taking it off and taking it on, like that's super simple. And what I really like is at the back here of the smartphone, this also is a filter thread where I can put in some lenses. And talking about lenses, this brings me to this bad boy right here. By the way, let me know what you think about this case right here, this brown leather case. I absolutely love brown leather, so it's really cool. And this is a 1.33 anamorphic lens. So yeah, this is what that lens looks like. To be honest, compared to most of the other anamorphic lenses that I have been using in the past, like this is definitely a lot bigger and also a lot heavier. And also when it comes to the quality, you can also see that this is a lot better. This is their neutral one. So with anamorphic lenses, there are a couple of lenses that have like a gold flare or a blue flare or whatever. And this one is neutral. Like this basically takes on the same color that your light source has. So I have been using that to film a couple of dogs during golden hour. And I had these orange flares, which I just really love them. And that was super beautiful. So this is what that setup looks like. I think it does look really cool. And yeah, I have been using that with the Blackmagic app, also with the Final Cut camera app. It has been super nice. And yeah, this is basically a very awesome setup for all of you guys that want to have this cinematic look. This is absolutely awesome. Also, what I really like about the Blackmagic app is that, you can just de-squeeze the image right directly within the app. So there is no post-processing needed. And also if you're working for a client, you can just directly show them the final results. So this is very awesome. All right, but that is the anamorphic lens. As I mentioned before, really crispy image. I have really enjoyed using that one, also because the distortion is not so bad, and also like the edges are still very sharp. I have been using a bunch of other anamorphic lenses in the past where the edges were like super unsharp. With this one, it worked perfectly fine. So huge recommendation to all of you guys that want to have, that cinematic look. And talking about that cinematic look, one thing that is very important that very often gets overlooked, especially by beginners, is having the right shutter speed. Whenever you're shooting outdoors on a bright sunny day, and basically all of the time, but especially outdoors, it is important that you have the right shutter speed, which should be twice your frame rate. And when you're shooting outdoors, you do need sunglasses also for yourself. And this is something that Freewell is also providing. And this also works super nicely with that case. It's basically just attaches magnetically. So I don't know if you can see this right here, but it just snaps on magnetically. The magnets are very strong. And this is a variable ND filter. And at the same time, this is also a circular polarizer, which I think is overall a very cool combination. Yeah, and you can just dial in like what the amount of strength that you want for the variable polarizer as well for the variable ND. So whenever you're shooting outdoors, I think this is an absolute must-have. I really love the magnetic part, just so that you do not need to screw anything on and off and just fumble around with that. Like super cool. Also a variable ND filter, in case you don't know what that is. It's like sunglasses for your camera, but you can dial in the strength that you want. So depending on how bright it is outside, and a pole filter basically filters out polarized light, which means your grass is gonna look greener, your blues are gonna be bluer, and overall, like whenever you're filming a car, for example, or a lake where you have reflections, you can just get rid of them. So really cool filter, and I absolutely love these things because this is basically like the essentials for filmmaking and for professional filmmaking. So really cool stuff there. And by the way, guys, I will link all of the products that I'm talking about in this video down below, and let's keep on talking about different products, but now let's move over to a cage that Freewell is providing. So just gonna take it out of the case. And by the time I know that I want to record like a really professional video, or for example, I'm recording like a music video or something like this, I really like to be using cages like this because I can just add, even more accessories, like something like an SSD, for example, or external audio or a light or whatever it's gonna be. And whenever I know that I will be recording something like this, I like to be using a cage just like this. And this again is also from Freewell, and this is the one for the iPhone 16 Pro, but in case you have a 15 Pro or so, they also have a version for that. The way and how you can get started is at the top here, or like on the side, depending on how you're looking at it. You can just open up these lashes right here, and then you just need to align the cameras, just spread your phone in, secure it in place, and this is what it looks like, and then you're basically ready to go. So super simple setup. Again, when it comes to these handles right here, you just need to push this button right here. I don't know if you can see that. Basically, you just need to push a button, just slide it in on one side, slide it in on the other side, and that is basically it. And something that I really like about this design right here is you can actually just change the angle of the grip. So depending on what direction you're filming, whether you're pointing upwards or downwards, like you can just change the grip here super fast. I really like that. I also like that the camera button of the iPhone 16 Pro is cut out. Also, all of the other buttons are still, like you can push them, no problem. So all of that is super nice. The only downside that I found is I have not been able to use the same anamorphic lens that I just showed you a second ago because the filter thread is different. So the one that's on here by default is another one compared to what's on this anamorphic lens right here. But I also happen to have another anamorphic lens from Freewell, which is this package right here. Also a super nice package with a couple of variable ND filters. And yeah, I have also been testing that. So basically all you need to do is just check out the alignment. So like this looks good. Just screwing that in. And now I have also secured this ND filter combined with the 1.33 anamorphic lens. And this has also been like a really, really dope setup. I have also been using this one. I have been using that for a music video that is currently not released yet. So I can't show you any footage yet, but by the time this music video is released, I'll also post that. Like I will just put it into the video description so that you can check it out for yourself. Yeah, but overall, just super nice design. You can also change the handles from shooting vertically to shooting horizontally. You can also attach, as I talked about before, like you can attach more accessories like lights and microphones and SSDs and all that kind of stuff. So by the time like you want to get the most professional setup for your iPhone, I think this is definitely gonna be the way to go. In case you want to check out all these products for yourself, I will link everything down below. Freewell is not sponsoring this video. However, they did send over these products for me to test them out. So huge thanks to Freewell. I have also been using their products before they became a channel partner. So like everything that you're hearing in this video and in all videos on this channel is 100% my true and honest opinion. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you would like to do or what you would like to see next with a setup like this. What would you shoot with a setup like this? Yeah, just let me know, comment down below. Huge thanks for all of your support. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button because it appears that almost 95% of all of you guys watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So what are you guys doing? Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.